So good morning children. Today we are with new chapter algorithms and flowchart. So let me tell you children, after chapter 1 I am not continuing with chapter 2 because chapter 2 is practical oriented, which we'll do only when school get reopened. 3 also in the same way. I'm just moving on chapter 4 as it is theoretical based. Okay, lots of explanations are required here, so we'll do first this one. So children, what is algorithms and flowchart? So in short, algorithm and flowchart are the steps you take to plan. It is not applicable to computer, but these things we use in our day-to-day life also. To do each and every piece of work, we need to take a plan. There is some steps we need to follow that. And if even if you miss a single steps, the result what you are expecting may get something else. So algorithms and flowchart help to make a proper decision. So here, first of all, we'll come to algorithm part. So algorithm is what? It is a step by step. See, step by step. That means sequence of step. Sequence of step. Okay. Let us take one example. The morning when you wake up till you go to the school. What you do? First you wake up, brush your teeth, take your breakfast, wear your school uniform, pack your bag as per as the routine, come out of your home, walk, or maybe you go to you board a bus, then you come to the school. So see, a step is there. Or someday you do like that. You wake up and directly you take a breakfast. Wrong. We have to do a brush. We have to take a path. The step we have to follow properly. In our day-to-day life also, we are following the steps, following the algorithm in a proper way. So algorithm is must, we need to follow. So when we are following the algorithms, okay, if you have the predefined algorithms before doing any work, that makes easy to implement. You can use that algorithm and you can do the work in a better way. So children, algorithms are step-by-step instruction. Each step should be clearly depicted and we should follow that in order to get a proper result. Whereas flowchart is a pictorial or diagrammatical form of algorithms. Instead of writing steps, instead of writing instruction in a simple English, what we can do, we can use some symbols, we can use some diagrams, we can use some graph, and we can make a proper flow charts. So children, now see, some algorithms are be listing here. Okay, like suppose when you're using a calculator, and you need to add 2 plus 2 and you are getting the result as 4. Now see, here 2 plus 2 is equal to, that means this part is totally input and computer process or calculator process and you get the final output. Okay, now see children, suppose if you miss to give or if you forget to give this plus sign, you'll get the result as 4. No. To get the result, to get the output as a proper information or what you are expecting, you need that 100% accurate result. So in that case, your input should be in proper steps. So suppose this thing, if anyone doesn't know, then we can give the instruction in this way, like point number 1 or step 1. Say input number or input first number. Then step 2, use operator. So we can say plus, minus, multiplication, division, these are operator. So we can say use operator, addition 1, that is plus. So step 3, input another number again. Say 2, here also I am taking as 2. And step 4, use operator again. That is equal to. Then only you get output. that is 4, and see, this is the steps. If you're explaining someone, if you're saying someone to follow the proper calculation way or to use the calculator so that you get a proper result, we have to tell like this. But children, when we are writing the algorithm, the first step should be start. This should be the first step, and the last step should be stop. So last step should be stop and first step should be start. And in middle we have a sequence of instruction or step which should be followed in a proper way without missing a single step. So this is algorithm. Is this clear, children? Okay, now see the next. So children, just now I told you about algorithms and how we write the algorithms. So now we'll be learning advantages of writing algorithms. What are the advantages we get? There are multiple advantages, but I've listed the 4. Point number 1, they are easy to understand. If algorithm you have, that means planning you have. You can easily follow that and you can get the proper result. Second, see, they are easy to implement, means to use. If every steps are depicting the proper information, then it is easy to implement. We can use the same things so that we get a proper result. Implementation are quite easy. Third point, they are easy to modify, to make some changes. When you go through the algorithm and if you find that step 3 is missing, or maybe step 3 should be in place of step 2 and step 2 should be in place of step 3, you can easily modify that. You can easily make a change. Modifications are very easy when algorithms are there. And the fourth point, they are independent to any particular programming language, computer language. We don't have to write the algorithm in a computer language. We can write the algorithm in normal, simple English so that anyone can understand and they can easily implement that to get proper result. Okay, so is this clear, children? So these are the advantages of writing algorithms. So now we'll move to the next topic. Okay, so see here. So see here, rules for writing algorithms. So children, when you write the algorithms, you have to follow certain rules. It's not that directly you can write it. Okay, so some steps like the numbering, you're not allowed to give 1, 2, 3 or A, B, C, D like that. The first point should be step 1, then step 2, step 3, step 4. In that sequence you have to follow. Okay, these steps. And secondly, the first starting should be always beginning with the word start. Okay, and third, you have to write the statement in a separate line. Each statement, each line should be separate. It is not that you can write in a paragraph. Okay, each statement should be written in separate line. And fourth, write the word stop. At the end, when your algorithm finishes, you have to write stop over there. And point number 5, it should be clear, precise and well defined, so that after reading the line of statement, user or anyone should understand what that particular statement means. Okay, so children, when you write the algorithm, these 5 different points should be there. Then only your algorithm will be effective algorithms, proper algorithms. So another part, features of algorithms. What are the features? Features, see, first is input. In each algorithm, we ask something from the user. So when we ask something from the user, that is known as input. When we ask that data are processed by the computer or by any machines, so process is required. Finiteness, there should be some end point. It is not that infinity is to go. Algorithm should always contain start as well as stop. Finiteness should be there. And now for the sequence of execution, that means each statement should be written in separate line. There should be some sequence which should be chained to each other. It's not that one statement is not related with another one. It should be in some relations. Okay. Effectiveness, Each statement should be written clearly, precisely, and as well as well defined. That is, effectiveness should be there in algorithms. And finally, the output part is point number 6 that you get is should be proper and accurate. So children's, algorithm has a very important role in our life. Whether you are a programmer or whether you are dealing with your day-to-day life, algorithm is required. Algorithm give us the proper planning for any task or any work. If you have a good algorithms, you can be a good programmer. You can write the program, you can write the instructions, and you can tell computer to perform accordingly. So to tell computer to perform the task accordingly, a proper algorithm is required. So algorithm has a very important role to the programmer as well as to us in our day-to-day life. So from here I've given a piece of homework which you need to do in your copy. Okay children, now see this. So children, this chapter is about algorithm and flowchart, and today I've explained you what is algorithm, what are the benefits of writing algorithm, and how to write an effective algorithms. So now we'll see some example where we'll learn how to write an effective and efficient algorithms. So see children, first, like algorithm to send a letter by mail to your friends. In day-to-day life also, as we plan, we write the steps, we follow the steps. So like if you want to send a letter to your friends, what are the planning, what are the steps you need to follow? First, take a blank sheet of paper and a pen or pencil, write a letter, then put it inside an envelope and seal it. Write the address of your friend on the envelope, paste the stamp, drop the letter into a letter box. So see children, for doing a small piece of work like sending a letter by mail to your friends, you need to follow 6 different steps. So suppose step number 5, paste the stamp. If you forget to do that, your letter will be delivered. If any of the one step, if you forget, you will get a different output. What you are expecting will not be satisfied, not be fulfilled. So algorithms are a sequence of steps which we need to follow, and if you won't follow properly, you won't get a proper output. So see the next algorithm to find addition of 2 numbers. First, take 2 numbers, you have to ask 2 numbers, add them, print the addition. So this is a basic like steps. You cannot say that this is a full-fledged algorithm. Okay, these 2 examples which I have discussed, one for sending mail to friends and another is addition of 2 numbers. They are simply a steps, basic steps which normally we follow. Now when we want to write this step in a proper algorithm pattern, then at first we have to start with start word, then at last we have to start write a stop word, start and stop. In middle only the sequence of steps will be there. So see now, algorithm to find average of 3 numbers. See, step 1 is start and step 6 is stop, and middle like take 3 numbers n1, n2, n3, add the 3 numbers and store the result as sum. Divide the sum by 3 and store the result as average. Print the value of average. Stop. So children, this is the proper use of algorithm, how we write the algorithms. But still, it is not that you have to write a long sentence or long paragraph. You have to be very good in English. It is not that. Algorithm is just a step. By looking at steps or by going through that steps, anyone can understand what exactly you need to do. So children, instead of writing this take 3 numbers and all, we can write input. Directly we can give sum is equal to n1 plus n2 plus n3, divide by 3, that's the average part. So instead of writing the long sentence, we can use the operator. There are mathematical operators, we can use that. There are some words which gives the meaning of a sentence. meaning of a line. That words we can use, like input for asking, output for printing and all. So the same question, like algorithm to find average of three numbers, let us do in more appropriate way, in a more proper way, in a systematic way. So let's see that. See the same question in more appropriate way. Step 1, step 6, it's same. Now in middle, so instead of asking the values and all, we can write read n1, n2, n3. Anyone can understand that we have to ask n1, n2, n3. Then sum, just calculate all the addition. Average, sum divided by 3, and print average. So see here we didn't wrote a sentence. Instead of that we have just used a powerful word which gives the meaning, same meaning, similar meaning. So this one is actually the proper way, the systematic way of writing an algorithms. Algorithm is very important. If you understand the algorithms, you understand the problems. Finding solution becomes very easy. But if you don't understand algorithms, you will not understand a problem. And if you are not understanding a problem, to get a solution is very tough. Algorithm should be in effective way so that your result will be accurate, proper. If your algorithm is not in a proper sequence, then your output you will get will be something different. So children, this was the way how algorithms are written in a proper or systematic way. Now see, from this topic, from the algorithm topic, I've given a small piece of homework which I expect everyone to complete, to do in copy. From chapter 1 also I've given the homework. Hope everyone has completed. Now see this one. Arrange the following steps of algorithms to add two numbers a and b. There are two numbers a and b. Now here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 points are given, and just beside that there's a step a, b, c, d, e. Step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have to arrange these words in a proper way so that it gives the proper sense of algorithms. Usually we know that first we write start and at last we write stop, and middle first input part, then process part, then only output part, IPO. You have to follow this sequence. Initially that means the first step of algorithm is always start, last is stop, and in middle you have to follow input, process, output. First input, then process, then output. Is this clear, children? So based on that and going through the previous topic of algorithm which I have discussed today, you can easily do this one. Okay.